What's going on? I'm Reese from SuperEmpire.com.
What's going on? It's your boy Sermon, the sermonsdomain.com.
And we're going to be doing the album review for Ludacris's latest album, Ludaversal.
Ludaversal. God damn, it's been a long time in the making.
It's been a while, bro.
It's been like, the last Ludacris album we got was in 2010.
Was it Battle of Texas?
Yes.
Yeah. Woo!
It's been a long time. Luda, in between, I believe Luda's dropped 2 mixtapes and an EP. No. He did 1.21 gigawatts, and then he did, I can't remember the other one, but it was like in 2013, and then obviously, you know, he's been a part of the Fast and Furious franchise. So
yes, so he's been acting, and he got married, and he had a baby.
Yep.
He had a lot going on.
A lot
going on. Burning Bridges is the one in December. That's what it was called.
Okay.
And it had the song with Miguel on it. The song with Miguel was called, sorry, real quick.
Good Lovin'.
Good Lovin', which is actually one of my favorite joints on the entire album. I'm not gonna lie, I love that song. Sorry, let's start from the beginning. Ludacris has always been known for like his really explosive intros. Always known for like his really explosive intros. Because
were you impressed with Ludaversal's intro?
Man, no, but he can still rap. That's my thing, man. It's hard to like really grade this album because Ludacris can still rap. Like, don't ever get it twisted. He's still always gonna be able to rap. He can always flow. You know what I mean? It just, but it just seems like he hasn't really matured as an artist.
And that's the same thing that I thought when I was listening to that thing. I'm like, I'm hearing certain references, and when I listen to this, I don't hear like Ludacris, you know, whatever age he's at. He's like, what, almost 40 maybe?
He's 35, I think. 35, 36 years.
You know, I don't hear that type of person, you know. I still hear like a young artist, and you can't necessarily rap like that.
And it's crazy because I hear that, so when I listened to the interview that he did the other day on the Breakfast Club, he was talking about, you know, maturing as a man and as a person. And I get that, man. You know, you've gone through different things and whatnot. You know, you're married now. You have a child. You have another child. You know, your father passed away, you know, several years ago, and you get to reflect on those things in the music. You know, but when you're talking about the same things that you've been talking about for the past 15 years, then it's like, okay, bro, I'm not really feeling that because I expect you to be at a different place now. You know, and it's kind of the same trouble that Wayne runs into because he's not maturing as an artist either, and not even to put those two like in the same sentence or the same breath. So you even compare their music, but it's just like, you know, when you become older, you want to mature. Now I don't want to compare them to any other artists who said, you know, who have matured and, you know, that shows in their music or whatnot. But it just, again, it's disappointing to me as a big Ludacris fan because I was a huge Ludacris fan. Like from, man, bro, I even tried to like record some tracks and I had like a Luda flow. You can ask Good Sin, man. He heard this, it was terrible. But like that was somebody who I wanted to emulate because I felt like, you know, it was like, he was just that diverse and that explosive and that incredible of an artist, you know. And then I'm just overall disappointed in the album. Like the first couple, I mean, again, because he can still rap. Yeah, of course. You know,
I think the best representation of him still being able to rap is on Beast Mode. I love Beast Mode. I feel like Beast Mode is what the intro should have been. The intro was trying to capture that same vibe of Beast Mode. You know, yeah. You know, Beast Mode was very good. 1500 to nothing on the production. Co-produced by Mikey Keys.
It's really cool to see David Banner producing still, which is dope because he had a huge year last year and even the year before. I mean, he was, you know, very like outspoken, very verbal, you know, very visible. You know, I'm not gonna say protesting, but you know, when it came to some of the things that we had to deal with in our country, so he was standing up and said what he had to say. Him, Killer Mike. So it's good to see David Banner, you know, on this side of things now. It's good to see DJ Toon still getting it in.
Even if it's a short 1 minute interlude.
Doesn't matter. It's, you know, it's DJ Toon, man. He's still doing his thing.
He's got a lot of good production on here for, you know, names. Absolutely. You know, Just Blaze.
That was one thing I was really impressed with because I feel like at times during Ludacris albums, it was always at lull where the production wasn't on point like it needed to be. Right. And it doesn't seem that way with this album. And again, he hasn't lost like a beat when it comes to like his flow and stuff like that. Like he didn't pull an Eminem. His flow just fell off completely. You know.
Right. I still think you're not giving this album enough credit because I feel like obviously you got like maybe I would say maybe the first few songs are like, you know, him just trying to rap, just trying to, you know, oh, I can still rap. Let me show you. But then you get into a record like Ocean Skies, which is dedicated to his dad.
That's unfair, bro. That's unfair. His dad died, so it's like you gotta respect it no matter what he put out in that sense. If your dad died, no matter what you had to say, I'm gonna have to respect it. Period. So I have to like omit that from like my mind.
But do you have to respect it, of course. But do you like it?
Do I like it? Well, yeah, I mean, because that's a very personal record. There's a couple tracks on here I like. Like I like Ocean Skies. I like Good Lovin'. I like Not Long. I also like Charge to the Rap Game, which I was very surprised by. And This Has Been My World. I like those tracks. I don't really like every other track.
I don't want to hear.
I hated the Viagra skit, bro.
God, it was terrible. What was the point of that?
I hated that. See, that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. Like you didn't mature as an artist.
It was one
like
thing
you're still doing that. Like it's still back from the first time.
Right.
You put out something like Back for the First Time, I expect to hear that because that era of music, that word of mouth. You know what I mean? Once you start maturing as an artist, bro, not that you can't do skits, but you got to lean away from like that more immature stuff.
Right. And on top of that, the song that followed is called Get Lit. I don't want to hear Ludacris using the term lit. I don't want to hear any old artist trying to, emulate like new slang.
I understand, and I don't either. I don't know, man. That's why I'm not impressed by it though. These are the reasons why I'm not impressed by it.
Right.
Because you're doing these things like you're still that artist, like again from 15 years ago.
Right.
And you're not new in the game no more. You know what I mean? You're not rapping on, you know what I'm saying, like on the Madden theme anymore. You know what I mean? You're not making tracks like Fat Rabbit no more. Or What's Your Fantasy? So do I. But that's that time. That's you as an artist. I'm gonna accept that because you just came out with that.
Right. That's why we started liking him. But everybody has to grow.
You have to grow, bro. And I feel like okay, so you know what? This is what I'm gonna do real quick. I'm gonna take an opportunity to go through Luda's whole discography, okay, just really fast, because we're gonna put it in. We're gonna make it make sense. I'm gonna make it make sense as to my line of thought, right? So you have not the filmography. Where's the discography?
You just passed it. Go back.
No, did I? No,
right there. Right there.
Oh, okay. So you had. I don't know if we can count Incognito because that wasn't like a major label release, but if you want to count Incognito, Back for the First Time, word of mouth.
Wasn't Incognito just back for the first time before?
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so Chicken and Beer, you lost me, bro. I was not a fan of that album. Nope, wasn't.
You like none of the songs on the album?
Barely. The Red Light District, nope. Release Therapy, absolutely, bro. And you know what spurred that change for me? Because I went into about these albums, about all these albums. Release Therapy to me when he had signed Field Mob, and he was working with their producer on a couple tracks on that album. That joint Satisfaction that they did was extremely dope. Is this it?
This is the Release Therapy.
This is Release Therapy?
Yeah.
Okay, so what was the one? It was Look Who Produced. Where's Kenjo? Kenjo produced Woozy and Satisfaction. Where's Satisfaction at? Is it not on there?
Maybe it's not on there. Maybe it's
right here.
Oh,
Ultimate Satisfaction?
Rich Skills.
Okay. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, this is definitely a solid album. I like War of God. Go on.
But I did like that album. Anyway, the point of the matter that I'm trying to make is that these albums all sound the same. They all follow a particular structure. You know what I mean? And they all like have the same content. You're rapping about the same things, bro. Until you get to, Charge to the Rap Game. You know what I mean? And then you start talking about Charge to the Rap Game. That becomes a little bit different. But that's super late in the album. You know what I mean? And that's why I'm not as impressed with it. Because you're a mature artist now, like people are gonna look to you to do certain things.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you're OG at this point. Like you're up there now. So I don't know, those are my thoughts on the album, man. I'm not impressed by it.
I understand.
With that reasoning. With that reasoning. So sorry.
For someone that's like Ludacris, who is, a 15-year veteran in the industry, he definitely is held to a higher standard.
Absolutely.
So what would you rate Ludaversal?
2.7?
2.7.
I'm not gonna listen to it ever again, bro. I'm gonna listen to Good Lovin'. I'm gonna listen to Not Long, but that's all I'm gonna listen to. I'm not listening to anything else because I don't have to. And you can't force me to. And I'm disappointed in it. And I love Ludacris, by the way, and I'm upset. So maybe I just carry that bias. I'm
gonna give it a 3 out of 5 because I appreciate, the fact that you can still rap. Beast Mode is really what caught my attention because up until then I had pretty much just kind of given up on Ludacris for a while. I was not listening. I didn't listen to the EP when he dropped it in December. I was just kind of like, I'm good. But Beast Mode, for some reason, I listened to it and I'm like, okay, this is nice. So I give him that. You know, Come and See Me featuring Big K.R.I.T was a pretty good record. The features, you know, with Usher, Not Long, Ocean Skies with Monica. You know, these are good records. Not saying that I'm going to listen to all these records, or these are still, you know, good records to me. So I'd give it a 3 out of 5.
Okay.
Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Let us know your
I'm still upset, man.
Let us know your thoughts, man. Your comments on Ludaversal. We want to hear it. Are you a fan of the album?
Miguel's my guy, bro. So I'm gonna like, that's my shit.
Right. And also follow us on Twitter at Sermons Domain.
At Even Marsupials.
Once again, thank you for watching. Take us out.
Love it. I should just sing the whole shit.